It's no secret that Hong Kong is a street food paradise, with thousands of stalls and restaurants around the city serving up all manner of cheap, delicious eats. One foodie hub that remains less known than many of the others, however, is the storied Tai On Building in Sai Wan Ho. This gargantuan 28-story residential block may upon first glance seem like just another old building. But head inside and you'll find bustling corridors lined with vendors serving up some of the best food in the city, all in a down-to-earth local atmosphere that is quintessentially Hong Kong. And that's precisely why we're here today, to try, among the building's many eateries, a few that epitomise what this place is all about, whilst learning a little bit about the building's history and local food culture in general. So without further ado, let's explore the hidden gem that is the Tai On Building. This is Hong Kong Huts.
Hey guys, welcome and thank you as always for joining me. We're outside the Tai On Building here in Sai Wan Ho, but before we go in, allow me to reveal a little bit more about this place to set the scene. Firstly, when we refer to this place as gargantuan, we really mean it, because this place contains close to 2,000 flats that, as of the last census carried out in 2016, house a staggering 5,255 people. And that figure is said to make this place the single building with the largest population in all of Hong Kong. And yes, that does beat out the iconic Monster building over in Quarry Bay, which is technically classified as 5 separate buildings. Now, when this place was constructed back in 1968, it was one of the first generation of composite buildings that the government started building in the 1950s. And the purpose of these buildings, that are characterised by a ground floor made up of food vendors and other small businesses below stories and stories of residences, was to alleviate the mid-century housing shortage brought on by increased immigration to Hong Kong, while simultaneously, of course, stimulating local business. The result was that composite buildings became absolutely central to the neighbourhood they were in, and it's really no different with the Tai On Building, which even today remains a focal point of the community, full of great eats and other gems for locals and visitors alike to explore. And that's very fortunate because I am starving, so let's get in there and see what's on offer. So we're starting off our Epicurean tour of the Tai On Building at Hainan Chicken Specialists, and no prizes for guessing what these guys specialise in. Of course, it's Hainan chicken rice. Now this dish, even though it originates in the southern Chinese province of Hainan, its namesake, it's popular throughout Southeast Asia, Thailand, Singapore, but you can also find a fair share of it in Hong Kong. And these guys are known for being one of the best, if not the best places that serves up Hainan chicken in Hong Kong. So for those that don't know, Hainan chicken rice it's chicken rice, but it's cooked in a particular way that makes the chicken unbelievably tender and the skin almost gelatinous but really smooth and flavorful. And then the rice is cooked in the chicken broth that is obtained by cooking the chicken, and it all goes to make an incredibly flavoursome, ricey, chickeny feast. Now here they serve it up with a couple of sauces on the side. These cucumbers, which look like a welcome cooling agent because it is a little bit hot in here. And also for $40 for the set, you also get included this chicken broth based winter melon soup. It looks lovely. There must be a reason why the queues are almost perpetual here. It's very popular. So let's dig in and see what this place is all about. That is absolutely delicious. The chicken is so succulent and juicy and tender. And then the rice, it's so far away from being, boring white rice. It's just absolutely jam-packed with flavor, the essence of the chicken, and it just finishes it off perfectly. This is a lovely meal, and for 40 Hong Kong dollars, you can't really go wrong with it. Really good. Yum. So we're here at Lam Ki, and this is another Sai Wan Ho institution. These guys have been around in this neighborhood for over 3 decades, and they specialize in cart noodles. Cart noodles became popular in the 1950s, and they get the name because vendors used to come around with portable carts selling noodles to usually lower income neighborhoods. And the thing about cart noodles is they're almost infinitely customizable. You can have basically whatever you want on them, and they've remained an enduring part of Hong Kong cuisine that is so intertwined in the culture and that many locals love to this day. So with my cart noodles today, I've chosen to go a little bit exotic. I've gone with pork belly, wontons, beef lung, which I'm very interested to try, and I've never tried it before, and a little bit of vegetables. And it looks scrumptious. I cannot tell you how appetizing this looks. So let's dig in and see how it tastes. What an incredible hearty meal this is, and from the first bite it's pretty obvious why these guys have the reputation and the longevity in this area. The noodles are lovely and bouncy, and they feel great when you're chewing through them. The pork belly is so well braised, it's tender, it melts in your mouth, and it's got such a lovely flavor. And then the beef lung, surprisingly good. It takes a little bit of getting used to texture-wise because it's a little bit spongy. It's got a really subtle but unmistakably meaty flavor. And once you get over the initial bounciness of it, it's lovely. And it just ties everything together to make this a meal that I no doubt will be coming back pretty soon to enjoy again. Another thing that is special about these noodles is the soup that they come in, and it's a house speciality. What they do is they give you a nice mixture of a vegetable broth, which is very basic, a meaty broth, and then curry sauce. It's this earthy, slightly sweet, tangy, spicy soup that just emphasizes the flavor of everything that it touches and just leaves you wanting more and more and more. It's absolutely delicious. Next up, we're at Hung Ki, and I've gone and got myself Gai Dan Zai, or Eggette. And as many of you will know, these are a simple creation. Eggettes are basically just made from eggy batter cooked in between 2 hot plates. Now, these guys have been in this spot for about a decade, and they are renowned for being some of the best Eggette makers in the entire city. This looks delicious. It's lovely and warm, fresh out of the pan. So let's see if it lives up to the reputation. Oh, it's good. That is very good. Fantastic, in fact. Perfectly crispy and crunchy on the outside. And then on the inside, it's just so warm and cakey and Moorish. Oh. It's hard to believe that something so simple as an eggette can provoke such a mouth-watering reaction, but it's true. These guys have got these things down pat. And you know what? I'm gonna say it. This is probably the best eggette I've tried while being in Hong Kong. For our final stop on this tour of the Tai On Building, we're at Tong Ki, and these guys are a skewer place that do everything from many kinds of meat like beef and sausages to tons of types of vegetables. We're talking cabbage, mushrooms, eggplant, and they cook everything on a barbecue grill. We were just talking to the woman who's operating the grill at the moment, and she informed us that these guys are one of the late starters in this building because they don't open till 3 p.m, but then they go on till 2 a.m. every night. I chose to get some mushroom and some beef, and they both look lovely. Now, if you look closely, you'll see that both of these are covered in the house special sauce and seasoning. And this is what sets these guys apart and has made them popular, being here now for almost 10 years. These both look delicious, so let's see how these skewers are. It's good. The beef is very tender, got a lovely barbecue flavor, and that seasoning packs a little bit of a punch. It makes it nice and interesting. Now, let's try the mushroom. Yep, good, fresh, nicely cooked, and again, the seasoning just gives it a welcome bit of heat and flavor. And there's just something about this place, whether it's the taste of the food, or the look, or the smell of deliciousness wafting through the corridors. It just feels local, like these guys are really out there cooking for the community. And it sums up this place in general, I think, and it's the reason that I love it so much. Having said that, I'm afraid that I have well and truly reached my limit for today. So we're gonna have to bid farewell to the Tai On Building for now.
And that concludes our tour of the Tai On Building. We hope you enjoyed exploring this hidden foodie gem with us, and if so, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again soon on Hong Kong Hoods.